Even if you aren't a fan, you're probably familiar with the young kids that star in Stranger Things. But one of them was hiding a dark secret. Finn Wolfhard had panic attacks on set. This is just heartbreaking news.
Are you guys what are you guys afraid of in real life? If you guys are afraid of
the dark.
Coyotes.
Monsters.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Coyotes.
No.
What protects you?
Yeah, coyotes and anxiety. Those are
Okay.
two big ones.
Isn't kind of anxiety a form of fear?
It is
Technically,
fear.
yeah. It is.
It is. Take it.
It's fear of anxiety.
Mostly because we've seen this young actor grow up on screen. He plays Mike in the Netflix series, starring alongside 5 other young co-stars.
Sorry, I was just about to call. I can't see you today.
Why not?
It's my Nana. She's very sick.
What?
Mom, get off the phone! How many times?
Did Nana call?
No, Mom, just get off the phone!
Now, it's pretty clear that becoming famous at such a young age is hard. I mean, you can just take a look at young Disney actors. Sadly, a lot of them fell victim to drug and alcohol addiction. Plus, many of them complained that handling fame left them with mental health issues. Now it seems like showbiz has learned somewhat from the treatment of these young actors. But of course, the pressures of living in the spotlight remain the same, no matter what year it is.
I don't think I follow.
You talked about your feelings, your heart.
Oh, yeah, that. Man, that was so long ago. I don't know, it's just heat of the moment stuff, and we were arguing, I don't really remember.
And Finn is just one among the many child actors who struggled with their mental health. He recently opened up about his struggles in GQ magazine. The now 20-year-old revealed that this was something he hadn't opened up about earlier. And it's really sad to hear that he's been hiding everything for so long. After all, Finn started having panic attacks when he was 16. He got cast in Stranger Things at age 13 in 2016. Many people assumed he was living the dream life, getting to hang out with famous actors like Winona Ryder and David Harbour. Sadly, things weren't at all what they seemed. Finn was struggling with his mental health for a really long time. Yes, even before they started physically manifesting his panic attacks. He revealed in his tell-all that there were many years where he didn't talk about anything. And I can't imagine having to hide all your struggles. That's too much at such a young age. But that's exactly what Finn was doing. Of course, bottling everything up rarely turns out well, and Finn started having regular panic attacks around 15 or 16. The young actor was leading a double life. Finn was trying really hard to keep his mental health a secret on set. He was the happy-go-lucky kid on screen.
I like the new look, by the way. It's cool.
Thanks.
And the perfect young actor in cast interviews. In fact, taking a look at his old interviews now is just shocking. The kid was having to hide every single bit of his mental struggles. In the interview, he even mentioned that everyone thought he was having the best time. And why wouldn't they? Finn, along with the entire cast of Stranger Things, have become TV sensations almost overnight.
Am I your pet?
What? No!
And why do you treat me like garbage?
What?
You said Nana was sick.
She is! She is! She is sick!
Yes,
She's sick!
She's sick. She's super sick. That's why we're here, actually.
Yeah, we're shopping, not for us, but for her, for Nana.
For Nana.
They were getting to travel the world, gaining thousands of followers, and receiving love from fans globally. He explained the simple reason behind his bad anxiety. His career took off really fast. In his interview, Finn opened up about the early years of his career. Of course, things changed fast for the then 13-year-old. He went from being an average school kid to a regular on screens all over the world. It's no secret that Stranger Things was a smash hit as soon as it was released. And of course, Mike Wheeler, Finn's character, was basically one of the leads. Now, anyone would think that achieving success so early in your career is an amazing thing. But of course, everything has its downsides. Finn explained that because of his crazy whirlwind career, he didn't find the time to speak about his mental health, or at least the young actor didn't feel like he had the time to talk about it. He also said that no one around him suspected that anything was wrong. In fact, everyone thought he was having the best time. But Finn later realized that this was a time when he was developing and a lot of changes were happening, both inside and out. He said that there were anxieties taking shape in his mind, and there was a lot he had to bury because of work. In fact, he struggled with his mental health very recently as well. Finn had a panic attack on the set of his latest movie. This was his first movie as an adult, and he said this was why he felt more nervous about it. He's starring in When You Finish Saving the World. It's written and directed by Jesse Eisenberg. Now, Jesse has also been in the industry since he was a teenager. He was very understanding about Finn's condition. In fact, Jesse even told Finn about the time he had a panic attack. It was mid-take for his 2009 movie Adventureland. The director of the film, Greg Mottola, pulled Jesse aside for some one-on-one advice. And this advice didn't just help Jesse, it went on to help Finn too. Jesse passed it on to the young actor, and it's something that's stuck with him ever since. So what was Greg Mottola's advice? The director imparted some wisdom that would help any actor in the business. He said that acting is very emotionally exposing and publicly horrible. Mottola even said that it would be surprising if an actor didn't suffer from anxiety. It all comes from the nature of the film. It doesn't allow us inside the heads of actors. We're just seeing what they show on the screen. Finn said this advice was very helpful for him. He was able to take his anxiety seriously instead of just burying it away. Finn said that after hearing this, he realized it was fine to feel anxious in his professional life. And now, Finn's perspective has totally changed. Turns out, he's more protective of himself. It's good to know that he's reached this point in his life. Finn said that this is something he and Jesse Eisenberg have in common. The 20-year-old said he's not too worried about his prospects after Stranger Things. Plus, he's not very interested in staying relevant. He said that his priorities have changed a lot now. At this point, what he's most concerned about is the people around him and how well he does his job daily. In fact, the actor also started thinking a lot about his co-stars, and he has a piece of advice for young actors out there. Taking breaks is necessary. He explained that things can seem even more overwhelming to younger actors, probably because they're afraid everything can be lost in an instant. Finn also revealed that his colleagues don't like when their agents suggest a break. He noticed that young actors tend to want to stay busy, but his advice is to take breaks often. The actor said it'll keep them alive. In fact, it can even end up making actors better at their jobs. In the interview, Finn also takes a look back at when Stranger Things first started off. And keep in mind, this show is Netflix's most watched series ever. The experience felt otherworldly. Finn said it was nothing like he'd ever experienced before, and that's what made it scary as well. The actor explained that he was suddenly being recognized in public a lot. Plus, he noticed all the attention he was getting online. Something he was really put off by were all the Stranger Things fan edits. People were shipping him and other co-stars by slowing them down, by slowing down their moments during cast interviews, and adding music to the background. Now Finn says he admired the creativity behind it, but it also made him a little uncomfortable. Of course, it can make anyone self-conscious about their public image. Still, he recalled some happy moments from his earlier days as well. This included the first time anyone recognized him in public, which is something he remembers up till now. Nowadays, Finn's focused on living as normal a life as possible. As Stranger Things slowly winds down, the entire cast faces a challenge: how their life after a career-defining project will look like. This was the reason why Finn Wolfhard had panic attacks on set. We'll see you in the next video.